Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your October love forecast. Whether you're single, couple, just thinking about somebody, let's see what's up for you guys for the month of October 2017, according to the tarot cards anyways. Alright, so for your overall energy, we have keep an open mind. So, I wonder what that will mean. Now, I'm going to pull 5 cards to get a progression of the energy between you and your partner or potential partner, or who you're just thinking about. Alright, Capricorn, let's see. Oh, whoa, okay. So, the 6 of Cups flew out. So that will be your first card. And then we have the 6 of Coins reversed. The 8 of Coins reversed. The 9 of Swords reversed. And the Page of Swords reversed. Okay. So, I'm going to start if you are a couple. If you are in a relationship, and what I mean by that is there is a commitment, they're agreed upon on both sides. What it looks like to me is there's been some unfairness, and since it's coming through the Pentacle energy, this could definitely be you, Capricorn. You could have been being quite unfair. Okay. But with keep this open mind here, and then with the reverse 9 of Swords, whatever is going on coming into the month of October, any selfishness, because I see selfishness and like I'm not willing to work on anything here. Okay, so one of you is in this very sweet, giving, tender state, and then the other of you is being very selfish and reserved. And with the Page of Swords there at the end as the overall outcome, it definitely looks like there's new communication coming in. Perhaps if you have been fighting, you and your partner are going to come into a truce. Okay, but nonetheless, you really need to keep an open mind, and you need to look at things from a different perspective and definitely soften your energy, okay? I'm not feeling like this Page of Swords is cold communication. I feel like this is new communication, okay? So, perhaps this has just been an ongoing battle between you and your partner, this disagreement or this selfishness. Or it's like you're not doing enough, you're not giving enough. Now, also, this could take a totally different turn. You could be at your wit's end in the relationship that you're in, and you really believe that ending it is what's going to bring you peace of mind, okay? And with that Page of Swords there, you're very determined to make a break from somebody, okay? But again, it comes back to this keep an open mind and soften your energy, all right? And perhaps that's what your partner needs to do. And this isn't falling on you, but let's take a look at your energy specifically and theirs. Alright, so your energy is coming through as the Eight of Flames. And their energy is coming through as the Sage of Orbs. Okay, so definitely if you and your partner have just not been seeing eye to eye, one of you feels like they're doing more than the other, I definitely see that energy shifting when you come into a new perspective or your partner comes into a new perspective. But with the Sage of Orbs, this is somebody who is all about truth and fairness and justice. And this Eight of Flames is a lot of energy, a lot of action, a lot of momentum forward. So if you are in a relationship, also, you know, even, okay, so if this is not pertaining to one of you being selfish or unfair, this could definitely talk about financial issue. Maybe one of you lost your job, okay, but you need to keep an open mind about an offer that's going to come in, okay, because truly that offer, even though it's not packaged how you expected it to be, it is a blessing, and it's going to, you know, ease your mind. So yeah, like if you're in a relationship, I definitely am seeing a few different storylines play out. One of them is you need to keep an open mind. You need to soften your energy because you're being too selfish. And communicating and opening up is going to bring relief, okay? And I see that needing to happen like on your behalf, like you needing to do the action. The second scenario that I see for couples is, again, where you're done. You don't want to give anymore, okay? You don't want to put the work in anymore, and you feel as though getting out of this relationship, cutting it out of your life, is what's going to bring you peace of mind and happiness. This could just be because you're tired of the relationship. You feel like your partner is very selfish, doesn't carry their weight, doesn't do their share, maybe very needy, very dramatic. It's always all about them. Or perhaps, you know, they harp on you about what you spend your money on. So there's definitely an element where somebody could want out of the relationship, and they make that decision to do that in the month of October. Okay, and then the last storyline for couples that I see is, again, you know, things were going really good for you guys, but there's financial issue that comes into play. And by the end of October, I definitely see that energy shifting, but you got to keep an open mind about how that may be packaged, okay? And if you're the one that needs a job, you need to do the action, you need to put in the effort to get that energy moving forward. And I definitely see offers, okay? So now let's move on to if you are single. And single could be where you're just barely dating somebody, or you're just kind of seeing somebody. You know, you're definitely having some sort of interaction with them, okay? But with the lineup of cards I see here, for some of you, somebody you might know may return, but I also want to talk about those of you who aren't actively dating anybody or seeing anybody, but you're thinking about a specific person, okay? So I'll do singles and then I'll do that. What I see for the singles for the month of October is, I get two different things with this lineup of cards. Okay, for some of you, somebody from childhood may actually be resurfacing in the month of October. Okay, for others of you, somebody that you used to know or maybe you worked with may be resurfacing in the month of October. What I see is I don't really see whatever resurfaces as a significant, serious relationship. If anything is returning, this is a general reading. That this is something more where maybe you were just friends, or this is an old colleague. But the universe is saying, should that speak to you in your situation, you really need to keep an open mind, because there is a start of something new. And it's not going to start out all bubbly and romantic and soft. It's, you know, there is a tenderness to the energy, but it's communication is the root of it. Okay, it starts out just as communication. So you may run into this person, they may reach out to you, you know, for something completely unrelated to romance. But since this is a love reading, it's showing up, so it's significant, where this very well could blossom into a full-blown romance. Now, for others of you, there may be somebody resurfacing and you're not really sure about it, or, okay, again, this is general, so you decide where you fall on this, because I'm getting a couple different things. For one, on one hand, there is either somebody returning or somebody that you've met or you're meeting in October that is a very sweet, tender energy. And you're being reserved and you don't want to put in the time, and you're holding back because you don't want the drama, you don't want the heartache. But the universe is saying, listen, you really need to keep an open mind and at least communicate with this person, because you have a soul connection. You know, this person is definitely meant to be in your life. Okay, now on the other hand of that, and you will know if this pertains to you, because no matter how much we are into somebody, deep down inside, we know whether they really like us back or not. And if we're really into them, we will ignore that feeling if we think they are not into us, because that is not what we want to hear. So, if that is speaking to you, take the blinders off, okay? This keep an open mind is speaking to you in a different way. It's trying to tell you, hey, look, this relationship is really cold, and there's a reason why. It's because this person is not willing to share themselves, their resources, their emotions, their real thoughts, their genuine of who they truly are, or they're not willing to return the same amount of affection and material gift and just everything that you're giving. Okay, they're selfish, they're holding back, they're not giving to. Next to that, they're not willing to work on the relationship. Okay, and your peace of mind comes into the recognizing of what this really is and taking the rose-colored glasses off. Okay, so you will know where you fall in that message, in that particular message. Yeah, definitely like an acquaintance for many of you could just kind of, you could run into them or resurface, they just kind of resurface somehow. But you know, also, if this isn't somebody that you know, and the only reason why I say you might know this person is because of the Six of Cups. If the Six of Cups wasn't there, I wouldn't even think that, okay? So, since this is general, I think for some of you, there's somebody, and you know who I'm talking about, okay? And they're so sweet and giving, and just, you know, they make you feel good, but you are holding back. It's like, I don't want the drama. I'm going to keep it you know, short and not even sweet. I'm going to keep it short, okay? Since this is general, perhaps the person you're dealing with, that could be the case. But again, if they're just outright not caring about your feelings, they're ditching you out, they don't respond to your texts or calls timely, you need to take the rose-colored glasses off. All right, so I'm going to pull a card for your energy and their energy, okay? Wow, so for you, I have the Three of Cups. For them, I have the Sage of Flames. Very interesting, because couples had the Eight of Wands and then the Sage of Orbs. So, if you are a male Capricorn, you may be keeping your options open. Like, I don't feel like you're doing anything shady. You're not committing yourself and then, you know, dating somebody else. You're just not committing yourself anywhere. And there's choice, but for some of you, this you partying too much or who you're interested in, you know, that being the Sage of Flames, that would be the Queen of Wands. There may be, okay, you singles out there, there could be two people in your life. One of them is sweet and stable and grounded in everything, you know, that a person should be in a partnership, potential partner, I should say. But the excitement isn't there. Whereas with this other person, they don't have anything really to offer you except for you're very attracted to them, you have a lot of fun, there's a lot of partying, there could be a lot of indulgence going on here. Yep, because look, I felt led to pull one more card and we have the Shadow. So definitely some of you, there could be two people and maybe you go back and forth between the two of them because, again, one of them keeps you grounded but the other one really brings the passion out in you. And with the Shadow card here, and keep an open mind, you really need to consider where you're headed because this type of thing really, you know, can't play out forever. There's going to come a point where you have to choose one or the other, and with keep an open mind, you know, just because you're very attracted to something and it's a lot of fun and there's a lot of indulgence and on some level you feel like you can be yourself in a way that you can't be with this other more conservative person, this isn't, it's bringing out not the best in you, okay? This is the lower energy that you're experiencing with this person, even though it feels so amazing. And the more you think about that and really get clear about it and real with yourself, you're going to see how there is no longevity in this, you know, super indulgent relationship. Yeah, so big strong message there. Let me just see if I get anything for you, any more for you singles. Really think about, you know, who you're interacting with and who you meet this month or who returns, and make sure that you are seeing them and the situation for what it really is, okay? Because since this is general, this could really go, you know, two ways, or either way, I should say, as being a positive thing or a negative thing, only you know. So now I want to move on to those of you who aren't actively dating anybody or even speaking to your crush. What I feel is whoever you're really thinking about, whoever you're stuck on, whoever you can't let go of, it's time to do that, okay? And you need to realize that even though you believe that this person is the perfect person for you in all these ways, they're really not. Okay, they're not who the universe would pick out for you. They're selfish, and they're not willing to give what you are willing to give. And the more you come into accepting that, and not fantasizing about what could be, or hoping one day they return, or finally the relationship that never had a chance to be finally happens, the more you just kind of let that go, that's when the stress stops. That's when the worry stops. That's when the loneliness inside of you ends, because we have that Page of Swords on the end. So that's telling me, along with this, keep an open mind. You really need to open your eyes and see who people truly are, and recognize when they're not willing to give to you back, not willing to work on it to the same degree that you are. Because whoever you're thinking about, I don't feel like they're thinking about you in the same fashion. And it's time for you to take control back of your life, of yourself, of your thoughts, and let that go, so something else can truly manifest in your life. So I know that's not the most positive message, and I'm so sorry, but let's take a look at your energy specifically and their energy to get a little bit more information about, what it is. Because I just feel like whoever this is, as much as you may like them or care about them and think you're destined to be or whatever, they're not. They're selfish. Okay? For some of you, this could go the other way, and with that Page of Swords on the end, it's not reversed, but maybe somebody you don't want to deal with anymore keeps bothering you. I don't get that so much. I really feel like you're thinking about somebody, and you already know they're selfish, and that they're not willing to put in what needs to be put in a relationship. But like, you have this hope that one day they'll come to their senses and realize what you had, or all of that. But I don't see that happening with these cards. I see the universe saying, like, take a different look at this situation. Don't come at it with rose-colored glasses. You need to be the Page of Swords, who is all about truth and clarity and stating what needs to be said. So for your energy, you're showing as the Sage of Crystals. And their energy, they're showing as alchemy. So what I see here is you want to offer somebody something very grounded, stable, real, giving, nurturing, the family, all of it. Whether the family is just you and that other person and a dog, okay? You don't have to have kids to be a family. You really want to give something special to this person. But here they are showing up as alchemy. They have other desires and goals than you, okay? Look at how different the imagery is in these two cards. This is grounded and stable. This is chaotic and unstable. This is, I don't know what I want. I'm in the process of transition and creating, okay? And transmuting. And just based on the cards, it's not transmuting into this. It's not offering this. They're on a journey that, it's going to take quite some time for them to come into a place where they're ready for this type of stability, okay? So I would definitely suggest that you just let it go and see it for what it is, so that something that is worthy of you can show up, okay? Because believe me, no matter how perfect this person seemed, there's somebody else. You've definitely loved more than one person in your lifetime, so there could be somebody else as special, if not more special, You just need to open yourself up to that, because you're ready to give somebody everything. The person that you're digging on isn't ready for that, okay? So that's what I have for the love forecast for Capricorn for October. I hope that this resonated with you, and I hope that you all have a fabulous month. Take care.